Muppet Show with our very special guest star,
It's time to play the music. It's time to light the light. It's time to get me started. Why don't you get me started?
It's time to get things started on
The most sensational, inspirational, celebrational, motivational. This is what we call the Muppet Show.
Thank you. Hi, and welcome again to the Muppet Show. Yeah, so this is going to be a fantastic show.
Yeah, it better be, because tonight we're keeping score.
Yes, and on a scale of 1 to 10, here's your score so far.
2?
Oh, come on, guys. Forget about keeping score.
Yes,
May I
good
please
morning.
report Collett, initial L from the Legal Aid Office, Your Honour.
Thank
I
you.
appear in this matter for the respondent mother.
Yes, good afternoon, yes. I beg your pardon, good morning.
John Astor.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Astor. Now, I know that we're waiting for an interpreter, and I'm happy to wait for the interpreter, but in the meantime, I thought it would be useful to get the material so that I can read it while we wait for the interpreter.
Thank you.
Are you happy to proceed to that extent
Certainly,
in the
Your Honour.
absence of it?
My client has quite a good understanding of English. It's just she finds court matters quite stressful and can't always understand when magistrates are explaining or talking things. So
All right.
that's the reason we've asked for an interpreter.
All right. Now you're the applicant for the recovery order.
That's right. I haven't put it in the phrasing of a recovery order, given that we already had a court date. But we would be asking for a decision made today in relation to where the child lives.
Right. What material did
We
you?
filed the response seeking an order that the child live with the mother and be returned to the mother forthwith.
Okay. And when did you file that response?
That response was filed on the 15th of February.
The
and
18th of February is the filing
the-
date of a response.
Yes, sorry, the date of the swearing of it was.
No, I need the filing date.
The filing date is the 18th.
And there's also an affidavit of
I've
Miss.
filed that date as well.
All right. Are they the only material that you're relying on?
There's also a further affidavit, just excuse me, which is of Jane.
Yes, I've got that. Jane Elizabeth
So I'd be
Hopkins.
relying on that document as well.
And that was filed on the 22nd of February 2008.
That's right.
All right. Those are the three documents that the respondent is relying on. Have you read those?
Yes, Your Honour. The other is I wish to seek leave to issue another affidavit from my counsellor.
From your counsellor?
Yes, Your Honour.
All right. Have you shown that to... I'm sorry, I didn't... Miss
Collett.
Collett.
E-double-T.
Miss Collett, have you shown...
Your Honour, I received everything except for Jane, the last affidavit that Ms. Collett mentioned. I received that late last night.
All right.
But I received everything else Thursday evening, very late.
Do you need some time to read it? I can give you till this afternoon.
Your Honour, I've read it. But
Good.
Yeah, I've read it briefly, but
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, we give it a
I'd like
3.
just like to, since I received that affidavit last night, if I could seek leave just for a short time, just to hand this over to Miss Collett.
Yeah. Oh, well, you don't need leave to hand it to her. She needs to read it, and she'll probably tell me. Yeah, just wait a minute. You can do that in a minute. I want you to tell me what material you want me to read out of the material that you've put in, so that I'll then stand down,
Yes, sure.
read all of the material.
Yes.
It'll give an opportunity for the interpreter to arrive, for Miss Collett to read that, and then I'll only have to read that when I come back.
Okay.
So, I've got plenty of time, so take your time.
Okay, Your Honour. I'd like you to read the affidavit that was sworn on the 25th of the 2nd, 08, which is my affidavit.
Hang on a minute. I'll just find. I've got one here of yours that's John George Astor that was on the 26th of January. Is that it? And it's filed on the 14th of February. It starts with I, John George Astor, live at a certain address and a loan writer for St George Bank, and I requested that I was given an urgent hearing date so that I'd be able to take my daughter to Cairns.
Oh, yes, Your Honour. I ended up... I've already taken my daughter to Cairns because basically...
So you don't want me to read that?
Can I just have a quick look at it, Your Honour?
Yeah. How about I read it and then we'll decide afterwards?
Okay, Your
Is that
Honour.
okay with you?
And also there was an affidavit, and it says date sworn 25th of the 2nd, 08. And that was...
Hang on, I'm just trying to find that.
It was given to the registry yesterday, Your Honour.
Oh, no, I haven't got that. Have you got that?
I only received it very late yesterday. My client hasn't even had a chance to look
All
at
right,
it.
I haven't got it either. The registry haven't given it to me.
It's a very lengthy document, Your Honour. It's a reply to my client's response.
Okay,
It's
I'll
about
need a
nearly
copy
30
of that.
pages. I have a spare copy I can give.
Thank you.
Well, you'll need a copy for your client to read, won't you?
I have made 3 copies.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah?
Thank you.
Your lucky day, Mr. Astor. So, all right, that affidavit I'll read.
Okay. And the affidavit 11th of the 10th, 07, that was the date sworn.
Yes, I've got that one. That was filed on the 18th of January 2008.
Yes, Your Honour.
Okay.
Your Honour, can I just quickly note for the record that's not actually the date that is on the declaration at the end of that document. It's
The 11th of the 10th, 07.
the 23rd of September is actually the date on page 17 that it was...
No, sorry,
sworn
we're
off.
on a different...
Is it a different document?
The one, the 11th of the 10th, 07, is a short document filed on the 18th of January, and it was sworn on the 11th of the 10th, 07, and it's only a 3-page document.
Is that Mark Astor, Your Honour?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I was...
Oh, yes, you're definitely reading Mark Astor's.
Oh,
Your Honour.
sorry, I haven't got... Let's just start again. Oh, I've got the one on the 11th of the 10th. I see, yeah, your one, and it was... Oh, yeah, you're right, the 23rd of the 9th. That's, yeah, John Astor's, yes.
Thank you, Your Honour.
You want me to read Mark's and John's that were both filed on the 18th of January?
Yes, Your Honour.
Okay.
And also...
The initiating application.
yes, Your Honour.
Good.
And also the affidavit from Dr. Lowe.
Doctor who?
Dr. Lowe.
That the one Miss Colette's looking at now. I haven't got that one in my file.
Okay. There was 3.
Your Honour, it seems yesterday the applicant father has filed 2 other... He's filed 2 affidavits himself and Dr. Lowe's affidavit.
Oh, dear.
Have
you read all those?
I have had a look at them again. My client hasn't had an
All
opportunity
right.
to go
How long will it take you with the interpreter to go through them?
In relation to the lengthy document of the 30 pages, I think it would be a little too long for today. I can certainly take my client to the relevant parts of that.
You'll need to, because you're wanting the child to come home today,
That's
aren't
certainly
you?
the case.
Yeah, where is the child at the moment?
The child's staying with another banking officer who owns 4 children. She's in good hands.
Right, so you can bring her to the court within an hour or 2?
Yes, Your Honour, yes. But, Your Honour, the affidavit that I'm issuing you now, I have serious concerns about Fiona's welfare, and that's done by a clinical counsellor.
Did you take the child to that person?
Yes, Your Honour. I've been
not
taking.
Supposed to do that. That's very naughty.
Oh, Your Honour, I didn't realise that. Can I just explain that, Your Honour? What it was she is a shopkeeper that's close to us, and basically I used to take her there almost daily, probably 3-4 times a week at least minimum, before we separated. And I didn't realise at that time that she was a clinical counsellor whatsoever. And, Your Honour, all she was to me at that time was a lovely shopkeeper who used to, help me out with foods and understanding, helping me bring up my baby. And so, when I was separated...
This isn't helping because there's no translator here, so you better stop immediately. We're just sorting out the material. I'll take the other affidavits that you filed yesterday. We'll copy them. Oh, you don't need copies of those. You've got them. I'll basically give him leave to read and file all of that material.
There will be objections made to various parts of the documents.
Yeah. Well, today is about fairly short comments. So that's Yvonne Ashton. So let me just go through the list I've got for you, so I don't want to make any mistakes.
Thank you.
First one is the initiating application filed on the 18th of January. You want me to read that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. You want me to read your affidavit filed on the 18th of January? That is John George Astor. You want me also to read Mark's affidavit filed on the same day?
Yes, ma'am.
You want me to read your affidavit filed on the 22nd of February 2008 and your affidavit filed on the 14th of February 2008. Now the one on the 25th of February is the one that was filed yesterday. That's the lengthy one that you say.
And there was 3 of them, Your Honour. There was one from Dr. Lowe and 2 from myself. One was amending.
I haven't got the other one from you from yesterday. I've only got one of the 2 from you yesterday.
Yes, Your Honour. I didn't purposely do that, Your Honour. It was...
So hang on, just Dr. Lowe. Was there one from Dr. Lowe as well?
Yes, Your Honour.
I haven't got that one either.
Lou Second left has a copy of that one.
Have you got copies of Dr. Lowe's and your second affidavit?
I've only got my copy, Your Honour.
We'll get it copied then. You've got those?
I have copies, Your Honour.
Oh, thank you, Ms.
It
Collins.
seems that there's an error. There's one affidavit from Mr. Astor which appears to have orders annexed to it, so it may be that it's not in quite correct form.
All right. Well, I just want to make sure I've got everything that he wants me to read. All right, I've got Dr. Lowe's affidavit, and I've also got your interim orders.
Yes, Your Honour.
Okay, well, look, that'll take me quite a few minutes to read, and it will take you a few minutes for your client, and there's a translator presently in the court, so that means we can then run the rest of the proceedings with a proper translator so that you can say what you wanted to say to me about this whole matter once I've read the material. I will just go now and read it. I'll just sit in the court chambers down here, so I'll be about, say if I give you 45 minutes to go through that with your client.
Your Honour, does that mean you'll read the annexes also?
Probably won't. You'll need to take me to the ones that are important.
There's also... Okay. Can I have just 1 minute just to have a...
Oh, will take me to them when I come back. I'll have a better idea of it once I come back,
Yes,
right?
Your Honour.
Now, if I decide that it's important that the child come home straight away, and then we work it out from there,
Yes.
you say you can bring her into court within an hour.
Absolutely, Your Honour. I'll do whatever the court asks.
That's a real credit to you. Thank you for that concession. I'll stand down now. Thank you.
Alex, all stand, please.
I'll make it 10:30. I'll come back. How's that? Is that?
Hi, Trish. How's Fiona? Yeah, I need you to bring her to the court. But is Fiona fine? Is Fiona fine? Yeah. Okay, that's right. She hasn't cried? No. Oh, that's great. She's fine. She's playing with the dolls. Okay, that's great. Yeah, just park somewhere. If you can bring her in. I'm sorry. Was it the counselling section level? Level 3. Can you go to the counselling section level 3? Level 3. Level 3. Okay, I just washed her dress. God. She just put stuff down her dress, so I just washed it. Oh, okay. She's got a... that's okay. She's got a shirt on. I'll put the shorts on that she's had off. Yeah, and in the bag, with the swimming costumes and all that. Yep, that's fine. No, that's fine. She's got a shirt with Ellie's on, and I'll put a little pair of shorts on for her. Alrighty. Okay. Alright, see you soon. Where was it? Level 3. Oh, that building where I drop you off. Yeah, it's the Federal Magistrates Court. It's got a great big the logo for Australia. Okay. Yeah. I'll see you soonish. Okay. Okay. Just ring when she has arrived. Oh, how long will you be? Trish? Oh, she's gone. It shouldn't only be 15, 20 minutes.
So let's all stand, please. The Federal Magistrates Court is here. Yes, thank you. No, I understand your position is that you want a shared arrangement.
Yes, sure.
And that you say I should trust you to always be available to return the child.
Of course, yes, sure.
And that you don't in any other way present a risk.
No, Your Honour. No.
Oh, wow, wasn't that great?
Keep it up, Frog.
So we're not doing so bad after all.
I wouldn't say that. Right now the score is Diana Ross 10, Muppets 3.